How I booked the first UK tour was I met a guy on a forum from a website called Ultimate Guitar.
Forrest is the new Sam Willows.
Wow.
I'm Daryl, he's Nikki, Daniel, we are Forrest. Started in about 2014. Then I was just talking to the ex-guitarist about wanting to form a band, like something very dancey and like with screaming. I mean, I have no like idea what I want to make, but the idea started from there. Then we just like go to Soft to find our drummer, Nikki. So unfortunately, he's the only drummer that ever auditioned.
I was window shopping for bands. Because everybody else they were trying to form a top 40s or Iron Maiden, Metallica cover band. And then I found this post on the forum that was a bit more interesting. I just try them. Daryl already knew the previous guitarist then. So when I met them, it was a new experience. Like we just met up at the jamming studio and just improvised. After meeting Daryl in the studio, I realized he was my secondary school senior.
My name is Nick. I've been playing in bands for about, I think, close to 15 years. I'm now in Marijana and Blood Pact. I used to be in the Caulfield Cult.
I've spent years being in and out of a ditch, your whole life dug. Now the ground above, it seems so far away.
I also book shows. So I've been booking gigs for bands for like 3-4 years maybe. In 2005, you know how like some people like they have a circle of friends and all of them like play instruments, but like I didn't have that. Like in my circle of friends, we just like play wrestling cards and play football. So like none of my friends like play instruments, but I wanted to pick up the guitar. I was actually introduced to a guy on MSN Messenger. Yeah, that's and then we started speaking and like we both liked punk rock and then we started like jamming. That's how my first band was formed. I was in a hardcore band, Mouthful of Air, for a number of years, and then towards the end I just wanted to play something more melodic and I wanted to try to sing kind of. So yeah, I started Caulfield Cult with Brian, who was a very, very close friend at the time. We just wanted to just play that specific style of music.
Our first show.
We played the first show without the release.
Yeah, we haven't released anything. Our first show in like January 2015. The band was formed in July 2014. So like yeah, about almost half a year. And I think we only have like, I think that time only got 4 songs or 5 songs. Like we barely got enough. But we wanted to play originals. Because we released our album after EP, right? We write some more. Yeah. Then we released the album. Well, after we released the album, we straight away go to Japan to play our first show of the year.
Yeah.
So after the Japan show, we come back to play a local show. And most of them know how to sing the words. I think that's when we realized like, oh shit.
Before we gone to Japan, no one was singing. I mean, nobody knows the songs. Nothing was out yet. The funny thing about this is the deadline was to release the album before we go to Japan. So we got Japan booked before we got the album out. And then we had 1 or 2 months to scramble and record and put it out.
When we formed the band, we told ourselves that we want a tour. Like that was the goal. Our first shows were like a tour in Borneo. So we played 4 shows in Sabah and Sarawak. Our first show was in Kota Kinabalu. In 2011, we did our first tour outside of Asia, which was a UK tour. We played about, I think 9 or 10 shows. We'll do like Europe, North America, Japan, Asia, up until we call it quits. If we didn't tour, then like definitely people at home won't think of us as that big of a deal. I'm not saying that we were a big deal, but I think it's just the nature of Singapore that like when a product is proven overseas, then like the local people here like, oh yeah, that is legit. We were all from the hardcore scene and we were playing something like much more melodic than hardcore, and then we can't really play pop punk shows or like rock shows because like we were very like unpolished. It was like the energy of the band and the rawness of the band is very rooted in hardcore, but it's also like too soft for hardcore. So like at that time I felt like there weren't like shows that would fit us. That's why like we decided to pursue like playing overseas. How I booked the first UK tour was I met a guy on a forum from a website called Ultimate Guitar. And he was Danny from the band Cavalcades. I think I just made a post about my band and then he was like, oh, if you're ever in the UK, I can like hook you up with shows in Scotland. We started the conversations there, and then he booked us some shows in Scotland, which were amazing. Yeah, that's literally how it went. And like Danny, the guy who booked our first like UK shows, like I booked their Southeast Asian tour in 2017 and they played the last Coffee Cock show in Singapore. So it's like we kind of like found ourselves like a close-knit community, and like all the musicians are also the promoters, the managers, the bookers, you know. So and everyone is like DIY.
The first one, the Japan one, was thanks to Envy and Mizi. They had a contact in Japan.
Yeah.
They basically set it up lah.
They actually helped us out a lot at the start, right? With their contact and connection. Yeah, they actually the first album design also done by Envy. Yeah, that time we need to have a design because the album need to come out, release, right?
We had no artwork.
No artwork, and then she just help us do. After that we make merch. After that
The first shirt was done by Nerd.
in
The
Japan.
first batch in Singapore sold out,
Yeah.
so we knew we had to print more there. So instead of printing here and bringing there, we got people there to print.
In Japan we never really, I think never sold out lah.
Yeah.
Got some left over.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can whatever.
But
Okay.
it sold out when we came back. That first show we played when people sang along. I cannot say it's friendship because we weren't friends before the band.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the
same goal.
yeah, the outlet of playing music. Because we're not getting any younger. For us to start another band, I don't want to go through the hassle of, I don't want to go to Soft and go through all the jamming shit again. Yeah.
For me, I think because I don't know, we have like similar vision of how the band should sound, and so and what else hold the band together?
Same goals, huh?
Same goals. Then I don't know. I just the vibe. I mean, if there's no tension or hate in the band, I think can stick together for some time. Say just write whatever you feel like. Okay, that's it.
Just have fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you have fun, then show good.
Don't give up.
Wow.
You can do this.
However trivial they are, I won't forget them.
So basically, how we fund ourselves is merch. It's mostly merch because like, I mean, if you play a small show and the tickets are like, I don't know, like $5 and like, you know, on bad days you have like 10, 20, 30 people there, you know, that's not going to be enough to cover the driver and the rental. So like merch obviously goes a long way. And, you know, we're lucky to be independent labels who want to help bands and put out good music. We design t-shirts and we get them printed and we sell them at shows. We sell records at shows that helps to pay for like petrol and food if we need. Within like the span of like 3 or 4 years, we've already put out like 2 full-length albums, and reception for merch is always really good, but it's because like it pays to put in effort and thought into your merchandise. So we really put in a lot of time, effort, and energy and money into our designs. Like Marijuana is a very design-heavy band. Like all our designs tell the stories of what the song has to say. So we make sure that all the designs are intricate and done well. So I think the fans can see that. They can see that you put thought into your merch. It's not just some random logo, or it's not just like a word that says your band name. You know, like this T-shirt like tells a story. Dude, for merch always does better in like the underground scene. Like people are proud to rap a band that they like. Nobody wants to rap a pop singer. I don't want to wear like a Taylor Swift shirt. Yeah, it's different. Like commercial music make money from like streams and stuff. Whereas underground bands don't make money from streams. Underground band make money from merch.